So, you've got a Jeep, and that dreaded check engine light is on, flashing a P000A code at you. You're probably thinking, what on earth does that mean, and how do I fix it? Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to break it all down, step by step, and get you back on the road.
Yeah, seeing that light pop on, it can definitely be a little stressful. I totally get it. But the good news is, this is a pretty common code, and there's a really logical way to solve it. First things first, let's figure out what your Jeep is actually trying to tell you.
All right, first rule, don't panic. Seriously, this is a totally solvable problem. We're just going to tackle this like a pro would, systematically, starting with the absolute easiest and cheapest stuff first. By the time we're done here, you'll have a clear game plan.
Okay, Section 1. Before we can even think about fixing this, we got to understand what we're up against. So, what in the world is a P000A code? Let's crack it open. So the official fancy term is Bank 1, Camshaft 1, Position, Slow Response. Okay, what does that mean in plain English? Well, think of it like this. Your engine's computer is the boss, and it's telling the camshaft, a super important part for engine timing, to move. But the camshaft is being a little sluggish. It's not moving as fast as the computer expects. It's that delay, that slow response, that's triggering the code.
All right, so we know we're dealing with a timing lag. Now, where do we even begin to look for the cause? You might think it's some super complicated, expensive part, but more often than not, the real culprit is something much, much simpler. We're talking about your engine oil.
So let's start with 3 super simple oil checks. First up, the level. Just pull out that dipstick. If the oil is too low, there's just not enough juice to push those camshaft parts around like they're supposed to. Easy enough, right? Second, take a look at the oil filter. If that thing is old and clogged up, it's like a traffic jam for your oil. It restricts the flow, and those parts get starved for the lubrication they need to respond quickly. And finally, number 3, you got to check the oil pressure. You can use a gauge for this. If the pressure is low, the oil just isn't being forced through the engine with enough oomph, and that's a surefire way to get a slow response code.
Okay, what if you've checked your oil and everything looks perfect? The level is good, the filter is new, the pressure is fine. Now what? Well, now we move on from the engine's lifeblood to the actual hardware. It's time to start looking at the mechanical parts.
So, if the oil checks out, our investigation points us to the hardware. There are really 4 main mechanical suspects that could be causing this headache. Let's put on our detective hats and look at each one.
Think of this whole thing as a team. You've got the computer, which sends an order to the VVT solenoid and the oil control valve. These guys are like little gatekeepers for the oil. When they open, pressurized oil flows to the camshaft phaser. That's the part that does the heavy lifting, physically moving the camshaft. And all the while, you've got this little thing called a tone wheel that's reporting the camshaft's position back to the computer, saying, "Yep, I'm here." If any one of these players, the solenoid, the valve, the phaser, or the tone wheel messes up, the whole system lags, and bam, you get the P000A code.
All right, we've gone through the oil, we've gone through the key mechanical parts. But what if that light is still on? Well, there is one last place to look. And thankfully, this one is the least likely culprit. We have to ask, could it be the engine's brain? We're talking about the Powertrain Control Module, or PCM for short. This is literally the central computer for your engine. It's the boss giving all the orders to the parts we just talked about. Now, it's pretty rare, but sometimes the PCM itself can go bad. It might start sending out the wrong signals, or just get confused by the information coming in. And when that happens, it can throw that P000A code, even if every single mechanical part is working perfectly.
Phew. Okay, we've covered a ton of ground, right? From simple oil checks all the way up to the engine's computer. So let's bring it all home. Let's put this all together into one simple, clear action plan. This is your roadmap to getting rid of that code for good.
And here it is. This is your ultimate cheat sheet. The most important thing to notice here is the order. We start at the top with the super easy, super cheap stuff, checking your oil. Then we work our way down, step by step, to the more involved and, yeah, more expensive possibilities, like that PCM at the bottom. This is exactly how a professional mechanic would diagnose this. It's all about saving you time, money, and a whole lot of headaches. Just follow this flow, and you'll be on the right track.
So there you have it. That check engine light isn't some big, scary mystery anymore, is it? It's a puzzle, and now you have the map to solve it. You know exactly how to go from a simple oil check all the way to the engine's computer. You've got the knowledge, so you're ready to get in there and solve this P000A puzzle once and for all.